The pocket watch slipped from his hand. He caught it just in time, but the part exposed outside the time bubble began to rot. In seconds, the photo of his girlfriend inside crumbled into dust. Still, he pulled the lever, and in the blink of an eye, the world began to fast forward. Day turned to night, seasons flew by, buildings changed, time itself was speeding past. His lab transformed into an auto shop. Then came the industrial boom. Skirts grew shorter, skyscrapers rose from the earth. Before long, it was the 21st century. Humans had invented planes, launched satellites into space, built resorts on the dark side of the moon. Hart yanked the lever again. The machine halted. The year 2030. He stepped out, calm and determined. No fear, no hesitation. He walked straight toward the city library, looking for one thing, an answer he could never find in his own time. It all started on Christmas Eve, 1903, the night Hart planned to propose. But out of nowhere, a mugger appeared. To protect the woman he loved, Hart handed over every dollar.
And your watch. And the gloves.
The man wouldn't even spare his wristwatch. His girlfriend, terrified, instinctively hid her hand behind her back. That's when the mugger saw it.
And the ring.
No.
She refused. He shoved Hart aside and tried to take it by force. They struggled. The gun went off, and the bullet struck her. Hart froze. Behind him, the mugger yelled in frustration.
Why did you do that? It's only a ring.
Hart didn't care about the thief. He held his girlfriend in his arms, desperate, watching the light fade from her eyes. From that moment on, Hart devoted himself to one thing, building a time machine. He spent 4 years chasing the impossible, and somehow, he did it. He picked up his old pocket watch, set the date, put on the suit he wore that night, ran a final systems check, and pulled the lever. The machine roared to life. A beam of light shot upward, connecting past and future. The watch began to tick backward, and just like that, Hart was back on that fateful night. He ran to his girlfriend and kissed her like crazy, then threw her onto a carriage and got out of there. He thought it was over, but while he went to buy flowers to celebrate, she was struck by a runaway horse car, dead again. No matter how many times he went back, death found her. Every time, different accident, same hour. In despair, a new idea hit him. If he couldn't save her in the past, maybe the future held the key. So he jumped to the year 2030, straight to the biggest library he could find. And just as he began to search, a voice called out behind him.
How may I help you, sir?